Good morning students. Welcome back to Web Technologies class. Today here I am going to explain you about hyperlinks. Okay, so what are the hyperlinks and how you can create hyperlinks. Okay, that I will explain today. Hyperlinks. See, hyperlink, I'll give you one example. When you search something on the Google, below this you get Telugu, Hindi, English like this. So when you click on this, what happens? You will move from the current language to the language you have selected. Okay. So when you click on this, what happens? Your web page will be displayed in the Telugu language. Okay. So here this Telugu is nothing but the hypertext. Okay. So hypertext means it is similar to text only, but it contains internal link to another document. Means when you click on this, what happened? You will move from the current document to the another document. So this hypertext contains hyperlinks, which moves user from current document to the document which is linked to this hypertext. Okay, so here simply hyperlink is nothing but it is a word or it is a text or it is an image. When you click on that text or image, you will move from the current document to the another document which has been given link. Okay, so understood what are the hyperlinks? Hyperlinks are nothing but it is similar to a text, but when you click on that, what happened? You will move from the current location to another document. But what is the use of the hyperlinks? See, hyperlinks actually used to link your HTML documents or any other resources which are used to connect to a website. Using the hyperlink concept, what happened? Whatever HTML pages you have created and whatever resources you want to add, all those will be linked onto the websites, different websites or in the web. Okay, so what is the use of the hyperlink actually? Hyperlink is nothing but it is a text only. It is a hypertext actually. Hypertext internally it contains hyperlink. So when you click on that hyperlink, you will move from the current document to the another document. Okay, see example. This is a click. When you click on this, you will move from the current document to the another document. So the best example is in a Gmail and Yahoo Mail. Left side you will get inbox, sent mail, drafts. When you click on that, you will move from the current page to the page what you have clicked. Means it is moving a user from one location to the another location. How it is possible? Using hyperlinks. Okay, hyperlinks allows the user from moving, means it allows the user to move from the current page to the another page, current section to the another section. Okay, so if you want to move from one section or one page to the another page, there should be a text or there should be an image. When you click on that, means when at that point only the link will be activated. So when you click on that, you will move from the current section, current page to the another page. Okay, that is a hyperlink. Okay, understood what are the hyperlinks? Hyperlinks allows the user to navigate between a document. Means using hyperlinks, the user can jump from one page to another page, one section to another section. Okay, so here the simple in HTML, in order to create a hyperlink, we'll use an anchor tag. A. Here A stands for the anchor. A-N-C-H-O-R. Anchor. Okay. So this is a tag. Using this tag, we can create a hyperlink in the HTML document. Okay. Which tag will use? Anchor tag A, which allows the user to create, which allows the programmer to create hyperlink inside the HTML document. So here I will give you a simple example. First we will write the syntax, then we will discuss about the example. A is a tag. Using this you can give a links. Next href, hyper reference. Next target document. Next text and closing the anchor tag. So this is a simple syntax which allows the user to move from one section to another section. See here, it is an anchor opening tag and it is a hyperreference. This syntax you will get 2 marks. Hyperreference. Next, this is a document name. Means from the current document where you want to move, to which document you want to move, that document name you should give. Next, this is a hypertext. Means when you click on this, then only the document will open. If you won't click on this text, the document will not open. So this text is used to activate the link. Means when the user clicks on that, at that time only the link will be activated. The user will move from the current document to the target document. And this is a anchor closing tag. Okay. So this is a opening tag. This is called as an attribute. Okay, here what is the name of the attribute? Hyperreference. Reference means this attribute gives the reference to the target document, means from the current document where you want to move. That is the hyperreference. Equals to name of the document, which document, to which document you want to move. Next, this is a text. Okay, see example, this text I have not given. Where you will click, right? So if this text is there and if you are clicking on that text, you will move from the current section to the target document. Okay, that is why this hypertext is compulsory. And this is the anchor closing tag. Clear? You take screenshot of this. I will give you the example program. Now, I will give you the example program. Here, I am creating a 2 documents, a.html, b.html. Okay, in a.html, I am writing simple document, HTML, header, inside head I am giving a title. Title is a links. You can give any title. Next, I am closing the head section, and I am closing the head section. After closing the head section, I am giving the body tag. Inside the body tag, I am giving a GPRDC exam or BSc, BCom, MSc example. Next, I am closing the body section and I am closing HTML. This is a simple document without any hyperlinks and all. Okay, now we create one more document which illustrates the links in HTML. See here, b.html. HTML is the opening tag. Next, here I am giving a head and I am giving a title. Title I am giving a links to I am giving. Next, I am closing the head section. Next, I am opening the body tag. Inside the body tag, I am writing this anchor tag. href equals to. href equals to. As I already explained in the syntax, href equals to the name of the document will give where you want to move from the current document to the another document. Okay, so from b.html I want to move to a.html. Right now where I am? In b.html. From b.html I want to move to a.html. So here I am giving a.html. Next, example, course. And I am closing the anchor tag. Next, I am closing the body tag and I am closing the HTML. This is a simple program. So when you execute this program, how will you get? See, first I will execute this program. Stop this. So when you execute this, how you will get output? This is a browser window. Here, the title of the browser window is links. And in the body section, what I have given? Hyperlink. href equals to a.html. Next, course. Only course will be visible. Okay, and that course is called as a hypertext. So when you click on this hypertext, you will move from b.html to a.html. When you click on this, you will move from the current document to the a.html. Okay, this is called as a hyperlink. Understood? So using hyperlink, the user can navigate from one document to the another document. So here minimum how many documents you need? 2. One is the source and second one is the target. Here this is the source. Source document is nothing but the document which contains the links. Okay, and this is the target. Means when the user clicks on the hypertext, the user will go to some another document like a b.html, c.html. That is called as a target document. Okay, so this is the target document. From this document, we are moving to this document. Okay, how it is possible? By using a hyperlink. And how hyperlink is created? By using a anchor tag. Anchor href, hyperreference. Okay, reference is nothing but this attribute gives the name or location of the target document. Here directly I am giving a name. If you want, you can give the location also. If the source document and the destination document, target document are in a different locations, so directly we can't give the name. In that cases, you can give the source and target document if both are not in the same location. Then, if source document and target document both are not in the same location, then they'll give the path, like a C drive, in which folder that file is exists. That complete location will give. But if source document and the target document both are in the same location, then directly you can give the a.html. Directly name of the file you can give, so that the browser will pick file from a current folder only. Okay, so this is about hyperlinks introduction. You take screenshot of this. Now, here we'll discuss about types of links. How many types of links? How many types of paths we have? Okay, path. Path is nothing but the location. Means from root direct to the leaf direct. Path. First one is the relative. Relative. The second one is the absolute. Okay, there are two types of path. Path are nothing but the locations. See, example, this is a C drive. In a C drive, we have a folder called A. This is a folder. A folder, B folder. Two folders are there. I have created a.html, b.html. In A folder only, means a.html, b.html. And I am creating a hyperlink from a.html to b.html. Means the source file and the target file both are in the same location. Okay. When source file and the target file both are in the same location, then you no need to give the path. Okay. Means both are in the same location, no? You no need to give the path. Directly you can give a name like this. A.href equals to A. I am moving from a.html to b.html. So you give b.html. Then example text. So this b.html and a.html both are in the same location, in the same folder. Then no need to give the path. So this type of link is called as actually relative link. When source file and the target file both are in the same location, then that type of link is called as a relative. And one more here. Only b.html in A folder, a.html in B folder. So here the source file and the destination file both are in a different location, in a different folder. So when source file and the target file are not in the same location, are not in the same folder, in that case what we do is we'll give the complete path of that folder. So that is called as an absolute path. Okay. So in this example, I want to move from a.html to b.html. Actually, where is the a.html? In B folder. And where is the b.html? In A folder. So in that case, what we do is, actually these both are in a C drive, and I want to use the file of A folder. So folder A, in that folder, what is the name of the file? b.html. This is called as the absolute path. Okay. So when the source file and the target file are in the same location, then you no need to give the path. that type of link is called as a relative link. When the source file and the destination file are not in the same location, they are located in a different folder. In that case, what we do is we'll give the complete path, means from the root directory to the lead directory. So that is called as a absolute path. Okay. Okay, this is about paths. Now we'll discuss about attributes of anchor tag. Attributes of anchor tag. Okay, so attributes already I have explained, like body, BG color in the last class only I have explained, pink I have given. See here, without this also, simply you can write the body tag and you can close the body tag. But if you want to add some additional information, if you want to change the background color, if you want to change the text color, additional customization if you want, then we'll take the help of our attributes. Okay, attributes provides additional information to the tag. Here this attribute, what additional information it is providing, extra information it is providing, it is giving a background color. Okay, like if you want to include this, by default you will get the black text color and white background you will get. But if you want to customize, if you want to change that, then we'll take the help of attributes in HTML. So here, BG color gives the extra information. What extra information it is giving? Background color. Similarly, here we have a different types of attributes for an anchor tag. Okay, so that attributes, I'll give you the list now. Here, we'll discuss about attributes of anchor tag. First one is href. The second one is target. Third one is name and ID. And fourth one is actually event. Okay, four attributes we have. In this, already we discussed first attribute, href. Okay, what is the full form of href? Hyperreference. Hyperreference means it is a reference of the target document. Means from the current document where you want to move, that reference if you want to give, the name of the file or the location of the file if you want to give, then we use a reference. That is a href, and the syntax of this href is href equals to which document you want to move? Target document. And next, hypertext and close the anchor tag. Okay, so here what is the use of href? Href is giving the location of the target document where you want to move from the current document. And when this will be activated, when you click on this text, this will be activated. Okay, this point already I have explained. Now, come to the target. The second one is the target. In the name itself, you have a definition, target file. See, when you click on, actually, generally, this is a a.html and this is a b.html. Here I have given a link, like a course I have given. So, when you click on this, what happened? This document will open in the same browser window. Understood? When you click on the hypertext, what happened? Whatever target document is there, no, that will be opened in the same document. Okay, why? Because target, here by default, here we have a target document. Target equals to self. Okay, then what happens? Whenever you click on the hypertext, whatever target document is there, that document will open in the same window. Self. In the same document, in the same browser window, that a target document will open. Okay, so why the document will open the same window? Because inbuilt target by default, the target equals to the self. Okay, when the target equals to self is there, then what happens? Whatever target document is there, no? When you click on that, when the user clicks on the hypertext, that target document will open in the same window. So here I am changing like this, a href. I'm opening a.html, and for this a.html, I'm giving a target. Target equals to new. Then what happened? Whenever you click on the hypertext, text and add. When you click on this text, whatever target document is there, that will open in a new window. Okay, understood? Means when the user clicks on the particular link, you are giving the location of the document, location of the browser window where the target document will open. Okay, here you can give a different targets like self you can give, new you can give, parent you can give, like that. So when the user clicks on the hyperlink, a document will open. But where the document will open, that is decided by using the target. That is the next attribute. This is also extra information. Okay, understood? This is the target. Now, the next one is the name and ID. Name and ID. See example, in the same page. See, using the hyperlinks, you can move from one page to another page, one page to another website, one website to another website, and you can move within a page also. Example, this is a browser window. In this, we have 5 to 6 paragraphs. Example, right now I am in the 6th paragraph. And from the 6th paragraph, I want to move to the first paragraph. So instead of scrolling a complete web page, here what we do is, at last we will give the links like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth links. Means when the user clicks on this third, user will move from the current paragraph to the third paragraph. Okay, so using the hyperlinks concept, you can create internal hyperlinks. Means you can create links within the same page. First paragraph, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like that. This type of links you can see in a Google page, result page 1, result page 2, result page 3, like that it will give. So when the user clicks on this 3, the user will move from the current paragraph to the third paragraph. Okay, so here what we are doing, actually using hyperlinks, the user is moving from one page to another page. Okay, here I know the source file and the target file because already files are named. But when you are dealing with the internal links within a page, you need to give the name to the section, to which section you want to move. That is possible by using a name and ID. Using a name and ID attribute, you can give a name to a particular paragraph in the page, so that later you can give link to that paragraph. That is a name and ID attribute. The last one is an event. Event means actually you are performing any action on the browser window, like a clicking, moving from one section to another section. You are performing some actions. So all those actions are called as events. Okay. So when you are clicking on a particular image, that is also an event. So when you are clicking on that image, you are moving from one page to another page, one section to another section. Okay, so that is why that events are also called as attributes of hyperlinks, anchor tag. Okay, so these are the attributes of anchor tags. So what is the use of the hyperlinks actually? Hyperlinks allows the user to move from one page to another page, one location to another location. Means it allows the user to navigate from one section to another section, one page to another page. So in HTML, anchor tag is used to create hyperlinks. Okay, hyperlinks, anchor tag syntax also already have given. A href equals to target document name. That is the opening tag. Always will write attributes inside the opening tag only. Means when the user clicks on hypertext, the user will move from the current section to the target document. That is a syntax of hyperlink. Now, how many types of paths we have? Two types. One is the absolute and the second one is the related. When the source file and the target file both are in the same location, then that type of path is called as an absolute related path. When the source file and the target file are not in the same location, then that type of path is called as an absolute path. Okay, now come to the attributes. In hyperlink we have 4 attributes. One is href, which gives the location of the target file. The second one is a target document. Target document gives the information about the window where the target document should open. When the user clicks on the link, where the target document should open, in the same window or any other window. That is possible by using the target. The next one is the name and ID. Name and ID means when the user want to create a links within a one page, means the user want to move from one section to another section. If the user want to provide internal links, then this name and ID attributes are used. Using the name and ID attribute, you can give a name to a particular section. Next, events are nothing but it is not exactly attributes of anchor tag. Events are nothing but particular action. When the user perform any action, at that time also the hyperlink can move, means the link can be activated. Okay, so this is about hyperlinks in HTML. Okay, what is the hyperlink? How to create a hyperlink, and how many types of paths we have, and what are the attributes of anchor tag that we discussed. Okay, and in the next class I will explain different types of hyperlinks. Means we have in HTML we have different types of hyperlinks, like a text hyperlink, image hyperlink, internal hyperlink, mail to hyperlink. Different types of hyperlinks you have. Okay, that we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you.